Okay guys, we're going to start off seated. Relax your shoulders, engage the abdominals, and we're going to go into a half rollback series. So you want to scoop your tailbone under, roll back, and slowly come on up. You want to keep your abs engaged and breathe. Inhale, curl back. Exhale as you slowly come back up to sitting. Almost there. Good. We're going to hold this C curve position, and you're going to float your right leg up, tap the toe to the mat, and then back down. So we're just, as you can see, we're working on one side first. And you want to make sure when you're lifting that you are lifting from your deep abdominals. Good. Slowly roll back up. We'll go right back into it again, and we're going to do the opposite side. Tap the foot to the floor. Keep that C curve. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Make sure the movement is coming from your deep abs as you're lifting the leg. No movement in the upper body. And you're going to slowly roll back up. All right, we're going to add a little rotation. So you're going to roll back and you're going to rotate. Come back to the center. Roll back up. Rotate, lean back, rotate. Come back to the center and roll back up. We're alternating sides. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to go into a bridge series. So you're going to roll down, bend your knees, make sure your pelvis is in neutral. We're going to go into articulated bridges. So you're going to tilt your pelvis towards your belly button, hold, and slowly articulate down each vertebrae at a time. So you want to think upper, mid, low back, sacrum, and back to neutral position. So you're going to peel and lift, articulate down. I want you to picture a slinky, that toy from long ago, where it was you can feel each vertebrae lowering, slowly articulating back up. Keep going. Exhale at the top. Inhale as you lower. Good. Okay, so we're going to lift one leg at a time into tabletop position. Knees together, ankles together. Open your arms. Low V position, palms up. We're going to go right into supine spine twist. Take an inhale, exhale, drop your knees to one side, keeping both shoulder blades down on the mat. Come back to the center and then to the opposite side. You want to make sure you are using your abdominals to pull your legs back to the center. And breathe. You have to breathe first, move second. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, we're going to extend the top leg, bring it back, bend Bend the knee, rotate, extend the opposite leg. Keep the leg straight as you bring that leg back to the center, and then switch sides. Just going to keep going back and forth. If this is too much on your back, you can always keep your legs bent. Very good, guys. Good. All right, so you're gonna place your hands behind your head. Keep your legs in tabletop. We're gonna go right into toe taps. We're gonna be alternating. You wanna make sure you keep your pelvis and your low back still. And notice it's my entire thigh that's moving as one unit. Just keep going with the toe taps. Inhale, exhale. We're almost done. Very good. Okay, hug your knees into your chest. Hang out there for a few seconds because we're going to move right into single leg circles. So before we get into it, we're just going to bend and straighten the leg just to loosen up the hamstrings a little bit. Good. All right. So if your hamstring is tight, you can always bend the opposite leg. As you can see, I'm showing you here. And then we're going to do an external rotation of the straight leg. Make sure it's coming from the hip. We're going to make small circles, keeping your pelvis still. So your leg is moving, but this is an ab exercise, guys, as well. I'm going to go ahead and straighten my opposite leg. Feel free to keep that leg bent if your hamstrings are too tight. And then we're going to reverse that circle. Good. Hug that knee in. Get a nice stretch. Then we're going to move on to the opposite leg. We're going to do the same thing. Bend and straighten, loosen up the hamstrings. Good. Right into that circle, hip circle. So again, it's an external rotation from the hip. Good. Reverse it. Good. Hug it in. Hug both legs to your chest. We're going to rock ourselves up. We're going to move right into spine stretch forward. Again, if your hamstrings are tight, feel free to bend your knees slightly so you're right up on your sits bones, or you can sit on a yoga block. Arms out in front. Engage the abdominals. Gonna inhale. It's an up and over motion. So you want to feel that nice stretch in your spine and slowly come back up. C curve, up and over. Belly pulling back. Keep both hips level and even. Reach up and over. Very good. Okay, we're going to move right into sideline series. Line yourself up with the back of your mat. We're going to keep the bottom leg slightly bent. You need to have a little bit of space between your lower waist and the mat, so you're going to be in sideline neutral. You're going to extend the top leg, flex that foot, and lift and lower. You want to relax your shoulders. You want to try and maintain that stability. Good. Point your toes. We're going to go in right into small circles. We're going to do 5 each way. Again, the circling is coming from the hip. Reverse that circle. Good. Good. We're going to move right into some inner thigh work. So you're going to cross the top leg over the bottom. Hold on to the ankle if you wish. Flex the bottom foot. We're going to lift and lower that bottom leg. You want to make sure you're pushing through the heel. That way you feel the work in the inner thighs. Good, you're going to hold, point the toes. We're going to do 10 circles in each direction here. And reverse it. And then I just want you to just hold the position. Keep that contraction on the inner thigh muscle. Lift up a little bit higher and then slowly lower it down. Excellent. Okay. So we are going to go onto our stomach before we do the opposite side. You're going to have a little space between your legs. Relax your shoulders, arms down by your side, belly button pulling up. You're going to float everything up at the top. The lower body stays still and then slowly lower. So only the upper body lifts. Lift your arms, but your legs stay down. And when you lift, I want you guys to think more of length than height. It's not how high you can go. Then I want you to hold this position, open your arms into a T position, hold it, and then lower everything down. And then float it back up. Bring your arms in line with your hips. Make sure your pinkies are touching your hips. Back out into a T and then lower. Lift. Bring the arms back. Back out into a T and lower. Lift. Bring the arms back. Out into a T, back, good, keep going, almost there, and then back down. Excellent, guys. Okay, so we are going to go right back into sideline on the opposite side. So you're going to bend your bottom leg, extend the top, flex the top foot, and we're going to go and lift and lower that leg. Again, you want to make sure you have a little space between your waist and the mat. Keep both hips level. Just lift and lower that leg. Good, point your toes, and we're gonna go right into those circles. 5 in each direction. And hold. Excellent. So extend your bottom leg, bend the top over the bottom, inner thigh lift, flex the bottom foot, lift and lower. Good, hold it, point the toes, circles. Remember, we're going to do each direction and reverse it. Good, and just hold the position, bring it up an inch and hold, and then slowly lower everything down. All right, so we are gonna flip on over into all fours, and we're gonna go into opposite arm, opposite leg. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Extend and hold, keeping the abs pulled up and in, and then switch sides. Hold here for a few seconds, and switch sides. Hold, and switch. And switch. Hold here. Then we're gonna switch again. Hold. Good. We're gonna lower and lift. Very slow. Tap the fingertips to the mat. Tap your toes to the mat. Good. Switch sides. Excellent, guys. We're just gonna hold this all fours position just for a few seconds. Stillness is good sometimes. Okay, so now we're gonna move down onto our forearms, and we are gonna work our glutes. You're gonna extend one leg back, keep the leg straight. It's lift and lower that leg. So you wanna make sure the lifting comes from your glute. Good. Hold it, bend the knee slightly. So we're going to go into an attitude lift. So you're going to cross ankle over ankle and lift. Good. Extend that leg, bring it back down. We're going to go right into those hip circles again. So we're going to do 5 hip circles in each direction. Reverse it. Very good, guys. Okay, so we're going to switch sides. Extend the opposite leg. Straight leg lifts. Make sure it's coming from the glute. Hold it there. Go into attitude lift. Side turn the knee out. Cross the ankle over the opposite ankle and lift. Good. We're gonna move right into those hip circles. So lift the knee out to the side, circle it around and down. 5 in each direction. And reverse. 4, almost there. Good, sit back onto your heels into child's pose. And you're done, guys. Have a great day.